Hello, welcome to this tropical update. So let's look at the rest of the tropics now because we made a full video on potential Hurricane Milton on the Gulf of Mexico. So let's look at the rest of the tropics, the Eastern and Western Pacific. So now on the Eastern Pacific, we still have this area at 40%. They might try to form something near Mexico. The system gradual development of the system is possible. Tropical depression could form middle of next week. It slowly moves northwestward, parallel to the coast of southwestern Mexico. So just 40% chance of a tropical depression there. So nothing that crazy. But be aware, might be a heavy rain or two in Mexico. And there's Tropical Storm Milton, already evolved to a tropical storm. And we showed the Atlantic array in that video, but we didn't show any models for this next system. So let's do that now. Show like the models for this system near the Cabo Verde. So the GFS shows like Kirk, it goes there into Europe, brings a lot of impacts. Then there's Leslie, keeps going there, eventually joins the fronts into Europe. And then there's the new system, the GFS also throws a tiny low pressure there. It might be a tropical depression or something, but shows very weak. And then there's Milton, like we showed in the other video, it's very strong. And now let's see the European model for Kirk. It goes there, passes near the Azores, might leave some gusty winds, and going to Europe, some big impacts. There's Leslie, kind of goes and kind of dissipates, but it's not showing anything yet on that new system. But it did yesterday, so let's see like the 0Z from today does show like there's Leslie. So wait, so it goes there, then eventually gets like a low pressure south of Cabo Verde, tries to become something, but might be something like very weak. And there's Milton by next Wednesday in Florida. So please stay safe there and watch our video in the description. There's some good information there. So let's just see the rainfall. So because most of the systems in the Atlantic except Milton are just curving out to sea, but the rainfall that we do have in the tropics, so like some more rain in Panama, Costa Rica, like let's see, some 82 millimeters near northern Panama, Costa Rica, 70, 50 millimeters. So there might be some heavier showers and storms there. Be aware in Colombia, those crazy accumulations there. We talked about in the South America video this morning. And there's Nicaragua, a little bit less, but there might be some showers and a storm or two. In Honduras, maybe some more storms near Salvador, Honduras, especially Guatemala, still showing more storms central Guatemala there. So be aware. And across Mexico, still some heavy rain there. Across southern Mexico, some 83 millimeters, some areas of 50, 60, 70 millimeters. And as this system forms near western Mexico, so like very close to the coast, some accumulations, some like 60, 70, 40 millimeters. So be aware. And these islands, I don't think there are any towns there, but this system might affect those islands there. And yeah, so be aware, stay safe with Milton there. And let's see now the rest of the tropics. So there's that area in the Western Pacific at medium chance of formation there. And let's see maybe some models. So first, the Eastern Pacific for this system there. So the European eventually forms the system, maybe affects the southern Baja of some showers and storms, like very weak, almost dissipating. The GFS has it there, so has the showers there. Then the GFS develops the system but rapidly dissipates there, so might affect those islands near Mexico, maybe some rough surf and rip current near Mexico, and some rain as well. So be aware. And there's the icon. It also develops that system there. Passes very close to the coast of Mexico, might affect there, and might curve and dissipate near the Baja. And then like the Canadian model has also this system there, passes very close, affects western Mexico and dissipates. So it's just a small system, very short-lived. There's now the Western Pacific, so there's that low pressure there that invest, and then the Canadian model develops it. It goes north there, but it just pulls north into the Pacific. Might bring some more like extra tropical impacts to Russia and Alaska, and even North America later. And it has another system forming later in the deep tropics and going north there. There might be a thing to watch. There's the GFS as well. Goes there. There's that invest now. Might form something pretty quick and go out there. And it has more crazy low pressures later. But that doesn't have anything forming the south yet. But might need to watch for some more bands of heavier moisture near like Micronesia, Guam, or some areas. There's the European model too. Goes there, like tries to form that system in the middle of the Pacific. There are some Japanese islands in the middle of there, so bear watching if you are in any island. Then it goes north, might affect Russia there. And then later it has more passing tropical showers and storms in the south, but nothing crazy forming yet. So be aware there. Now let's see. So the accumulation shows like this band there of moisture all the way from the Philippines into the northern Pacific, and it has like next 5 days some 54 millimeters in Guam and like some 124 millimeters further north. Those islands are pretty empty, but like San Jose might get some 96 millimeters. So be aware, some heavier showers and storms from time to time there. And as that system forms and shows more in Japan, some rain there in Japan, like some 61 millimeters, 68, but the Izu Island still showing like 97 millimeters, 114, so there might be some heavy rain there. Be careful. Further north to Japan, some 62 millimeters, 15 millimeters, some more showers in southern Japan, and some showers by the southern islands of Japan there. Northern Taiwan, it's still showing a lot of accumulation, so 114 millimeters, some more rainstorms throughout Taiwan. And now in Vietnam, it's showing like more than 132 millimeters in eastern Vietnam. The European model shows more tropical showers and storms for Cambodia and southern Vietnam. So be aware, because those showers are like tropical, they might be like heavy downpours. So in southern Vietnam, Cambodia, southern Laos, and like southern Thailand too. Maybe some showers in northern Thailand or northern Laos, but mainly the heavier stuff, southern Thailand into like Indonesia, more than 125 millimeters, northern Sumatra, Malaysia, like some 73 to 90 millimeters, northern Malaysia, some 116 millimeters. Be aware, those areas, central Kalimantan, Indonesia, so like 90, 80 millimeters, some heavier tropical showers there. Malaysia too, some 72 or more millimeters. Some islands there like Ranai, some 80 millimeters. So be aware of heavier showers and storms. In the Philippines, same situation, just some tropical showers and storms passing by next 5 days. Some might be heavy, some locations have higher accumulation than others, like some 67 millimeters, some 32 millimeters, so be aware. Maybe some heavier showers and storms from time to time. Southern Indonesia, still nothing crazy. There's like Western Guinea, still showing like more than 126 millimeters, some heavier showers there, and Papua New Guinea too. So be aware. And then it's a shower too in Java, and yeah, the Andaman and Nicobar Islands show some passing showers, maybe some storms, but like southwestern Sri Lanka shows more than 100 millimeters, 66 millimeters on other parts of Sri Lanka, so be aware of some heavier showers and storms. Southern India showing a lot of rain compared to northern India, so looks like somewhere southwestern India more than 100 millimeters, so it's very like tropical-ish there. A lot of passing showers and storms, like heavier showers and storms in southern India. So be aware next few days and weeks there. And the Maldives are showing like more than 105 millimeters, 99, 123, 79 millimeters, some 89 in Mali. So a lot of tropical showers and storms there, some heavier downpours in the Maldives from time to time. So be careful. The Lake Strip Islands, some passing showers and storms too, and some other areas. The British territories is showing more than 130 millimeters sea breeze village, so be aware. Those areas, northeastern India and Myanmar, still showing more than like 148 millimeters. Some spots close to like 170 millimeters. Northern Myanmar, northeastern India still showing more than 147 millimeters. Like southern China as well, so like 192 millimeters. So still some heavy rain around northeastern India, Myanmar, and northern Bangladesh. So be aware, still might be some flooding, some areas in northeastern India, northern Bangladesh, and Myanmar. Still showing more rain through eastern India, but nothing crazy. So a little bit, some little showers in northern India, into like Tajikistan, Afghanistan, Kyrgyzstan. Might be snow there, those mountain areas, but shows some rain there. And an area in southern China is showing a lot of accumulation now, like 140, 149 millimeters, 150 millimeters. So be aware, southern China too. The GFS shows less and shows like Myanmar, close to like 74 millimeters, but it also shows more northeastern India, that area of southern China. The GFS shows a lot in like the eastern coast of Vietnam, close to 84 millimeters, in Cambodia, southern Vietnam, in the tropics, Indonesia, Malaysia. So be aware. And there's really a lot building in the Indian Ocean. So it already has 145 millimeters in Sri Lanka. There's more than 112 millimeters southern India. In the Maldives, depends on where you are, but the Lake Strip Islands too, like 113 millimeters, 142 for further south of the Maldives, 183 millimeters, 144. So be aware in the Indian Ocean, some more disturbances there in heavy rain. So be aware. There's the icon as well, shows a similar thing, scared on the Indian Ocean, southern India, northeastern India, Myanmar, and those other areas there, Japan too. So be aware those areas, and yeah, stay safe. There the wingus showing some calm wingus near like southeastern Asia, but in the Maldives from time to time a gusty wind or two because of those disturbances there throughout these next few weeks, and the southern Indian Ocean too. So yeah, showing some gusty wind from time to time near Eastern Asia and the Pacific as those systems traverse there. So be aware, it might be another system to Alaska later on, and more stuff. So be aware in those areas and be careful. The temperatures are still very cold in Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, like -4. Those are mainly mountain areas, so some very negative temperatures, those mountain areas. But like non-mountain areas like northern China, southern Russia, right, showing like -2, -1, 0 degrees during like the night and early morning. So be aware. Russia, of course, is tremendously cold. Some areas of eastern Russia, like less than -19 degrees, and negative temperatures throughout all of northern Russia. So if you're there, you're used to it, but just be aware, very low temperatures, all of those areas. So a negative temperature in a spot or two in Mongolia, so -1, -4, some areas. Kazakhstan, the main northern Kazakhstan is much colder there, but southern Kazakhstan is more fine. And during the day might warm up in Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, but still cold there further north between Russia and Mongolia, still showing cold. But take a look at this. This is the night from next Tuesday the 8th to next Wednesday. It shows like -10 in the northernmost Mongolia, those mountains of southern Russia, central Mongolia showing -2, -6 during that night. So be aware. for like Kyrgyzstan, China, and there further north in Russia, it's showing more than minus 21 degrees Celsius there. So be careful in those areas with the cold. The GFS shows like in Russia like minus 23 degrees. The European has some specific spots in Russia like minus 24 degrees Celsius, so very frigid there. Be aware of that cold as well. And still like hotish in southern India, some tourists throughout India, but still hot in Pakistan and like northwestern India, some 37, 39 degrees. Southern Iran, southern Pakistan, still hot, and the Middle East still very hot. Not as hot as before, of course, but still like some 37, 35, 36 degrees, so be aware. Southeastern Asia is kind of fine, so like 30s, high 20s during the day, and yeah, this may need. Be aware.